Welcome back. I'm Mehmet the Artist. Now, Luis Rodríguez Fernández is the fighter that came across my scope once I was talking to people and also reading your comments, and I didn't really know too much about him. But the fight that we're gonna look at today, actually, I think I've seen the fight before. I forgot all about it. Let's take a quick look at who he is first, right? Let's take a look at his record. Here he is. He's 14-0, 12 knockouts. Seems like a knockout artist, right? He's 28 years old. Now, here's the thing. He's born in San Juan, supposedly lives in Tao Alta, Puerto Rico. Here's the thing, though, that I've noticed. Estos prospectos son viejos con cojones. These prospects seem to be old guys, man. Like, honest to God, they seem to be older guys. I don't know why. I don't know what it is of the recent crop of fighters, right? I don't know what makes them older. Now, but as I go down his fight rec, right? And here's what we're going to look at. While he has 14 wins and 12 of them are by knockout, the one thing I did notice is that from the beginning of his pro debut, which is in 2021, on June the 11th, he debuted at 164 and a quarter pounds, and he fought at that weight for 2 more fights. Hits 165. He's been as heavy, I think, as 170, like 171, right? But here's the thing. He has fought 50% of his resume is fighters whose record is underwater, meaning they have more losses than they have wins. Listen, you're going to tell me, yo, calm down. This is what happens. Esto es lo que sucede cuando están tratando de traer un prospecto para arriba, when they try to bring a prospect up. And I get it that that's what you do most of the time, right? I'm not saying that at all. But there's a glaring situation here that I'm not too confident on, right? So listen, his first fight, he went against a guy that was 1-16. Second fight, 1-14. Next guy, 9-38. That's ridiculous. 0-2. Another guy was a debut. We're not gonna count that one. The other guy was 12-22, 11-39. Finally, in his, I want to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On his 8th professional fight, he fought his first guy that had a win record, right? That he was in the positive. He was above 500. No, yeah, he was above 500 by one fight. No, a little bit over 500. Anyway, point being, Emilio Julio was 31-15. Okay, 5th pro fight. That's a lot of experience. I get it. His next pro fight, 8-5. The other guy after that was 28-16. 15-2. We'll start getting into the prospects, guys, right? Encarnacion Diaz. He's fighting prospects now like himself. 15-2 guy, 17-3 with 1 draw. Okay, here we go. Here's where where things got weird for me. In 2024, in February the 6th, he fought a guy whose record was underwater, 8-27-1, and he took him the distance. Took him the distance. This is okay. Took him the distance, and then the next one, the next guy, he knocked him out. He was 20-1. Marco Vázquez Rodríguez. That's the fight we're gonna take a look at today. That guy had 1 loss at the time. He was brought up from Mexico, I believe, and he fought him in the Coliseo Rubén Rodríguez de Bayamón, right? So that at least is a good win. But the fight before that, and I guess it's due to having a big layoff because it's right. The guy who's 17-3 that he fought, Roger Guerrero, he fought him in 2023 in April, and he didn't fight again to February of the next year in 2024. I guess they were trying to, play safe, but that's way too safe, bro. And he went 6 rounds, right? That's a lot of rounds. But anyway, let's get to it, man. Let's take a look at that fight that I'm telling you so much about. And we're gonna skip ahead as we always do. We're not just gonna stay here and watch the whole damn 20 minutes because we're not doing that. We're not doing that here today. That's Marcos right there. He was 20-1 at the time of this in Puerto Rico, right? And here's Luis with his Superman guard. Nice. All right. And Fresh Productions. Now, let me know if I'm correct or wrong. Isn't that Matias's team? Am I wrong or right about that? You see right there, 20-1 and 10. He can bang a little. Here's the kid that we're talking about. Kid is, that man is 28 years old, 29 now. 13-0 at the time, 11 knockouts, right? Undefeated. All right, let's just get to it. He seems like a slow starter, right? This fight was contested at 167 pounds. He seems patient, as you see here, right? Patient guy, stalking his prey, cut the ring a little right there, not following Marcos around, goes to the body right there. He's not a hot starter, not a fast puncher. His punching speed seems to be just about average to maybe at times slightly over average, but nothing that is gonna wow you to death. But there's some things that you can choose and say, you know, that might be in a sense like oh, that seems promising and natural too, like as a gift. See, he's just walking them down a little bit, not trying to do too much. He ain't trying to crowd please in Puerto Rico, which is good because if you're in your hometown, sometimes you try to go out there and prove a point. That was the end. That's how much that round went. That round went just about how you saw it. Nothing really happened. Things get spicy in round 2. Let's just get to that point. So again, he's starting a little faster, throwing the jab, flicking the jab. What I like is that he goes downstairs and tries to get the guy's guard down, right? He tries to get his guard down. Like, you know, if it ain't working up top, he tries to come down on it, bring it downstairs. Marco's just reaching. Don't reach with a puncher because you're going to get knocked out. He's just nice, just kind of just waiting for his opportunity. Like I said, he doesn't seem like an exciting fighter at all. And I mean that in a respectful way. Like he's not trying to go out there and you know, Berlanga the shit out of somebody. He's just trying to work his way to it. And later on in the rounds, you see he starts coming alive a little more. That shows me he's just a notorious slow starter. He's kind of trying to figure you out before he tries to commit to anything. Watch this here. Now watch this right here. This shows you that what he might have is real. So short, straight right hand. Didn't look, he didn't wind it up. He didn't throw it from all the way back there. He just laid it on him. That's a heavy-handed fighter. He has heavy hands. For sure he has heavy hands. For sure, heavy hands. Manos pesadas. Porque cuando tú le das a alguien así sin tirarlo desde acá atrás, nada más lo toca, lo tumba y estaba herido, tú viste la cara. He was hurt, you saw his face. It wasn't like, oh, that was a flash. No, he got hurt. That's a heavy-handed fighter. He said he got hit in the back of the head there. We're going to watch the replay. Here's the replay. Now we're in round 4. Now again, look, see he has a little spring in his step. Bang. A little more spring in his step. He's saying he got hit in the back of the head. He tried to make it sound like if that was a thing, like he did it on purpose. He didn't do it on purpose. It was just part of the game. But you see, Luis has now a lot more spring in his step. He's shooting that jab nice. It's a little sharper, a little whippier. Not too much. Not too much. Showing patience. He's working, you know, he's trying, you know. I would like to have seen him like fight out of that clinch though. And for the most part, he's just, this is how he fights. This is just how he is. Here's the replay. Now, I thought it was, oh, that's a phantom punch. Like, that was a fake knockdown. Check it out though. Mira, aquí tú lo vas a ver. Bang, right there. Behind the ear and on the neck. That shit, when you get hit there, like your lights go on, bro. It feels like a flash, like somebody took a picture in your face. Oof, that uppercut, working it nice. He seems defensively responsible, but Marcos wasn't trying to give him too much either. Working the jab, you know, not trying to do too much. Bang, saw that uppercut? Right on the inside. Look at his corner. Look at his corner. Done, bro. I mean, overall, here's the thing, right? Overall, he seems like a good prospect, right? But he's 28 years old, going on 29, if not 29 already, or going on 29. Here's the thing. A lot of these fighters in Puerto Rico who are so-called prospects now, they're like in their late 20s with less than 20 fights. This guy, now, that was a guy whose record was 20-1. The guy before that only had 8 wins and 26 losses. And the other 4 guys that he fought, the other 6 guys that he fought, 7 guys that he fought, also had upside down records. Other 6 guys, sorry. Upside down records. His first 5 to 6 were all upside down, right? All underwater. Hasn't really fought anybody of note. He's 28 years old. I can't find a fight on YouTube anywhere with him on it except for that one. If they're trying to hype him up as the next guy or build him up, they're doing a sorrowful job because I can't get no information on him. When you take him into that much fights with guys with upside down records, no enseña mucha confianza en lo que pueda hacer este peleador. It doesn't show a lot of confidence of what you think this guy can do. Now, could he come out and surprise us? The things I do like, he's patient, he flicks the jab, and he shoots his right hand to the body, try to get your guard down. He doesn't get excited. He didn't get excited in Puerto Rico in his hometown. You know, he kept his composure, he worked, and he got his guy out of there. For a young prospect, you can't ask no more. He's young when you compare him to me. He's not that young. I mean, he is young in boxing, but not that young. He's not a spring chicken. You know what I'm saying? He's not Xander Zayas at 22. You feel me? So they have to move him a lot faster and see what he really has in the chamber. Because these fights with these upside down records and bringing guys from Mexico up to Puerto Rico that don't really want to pose a threat, they're not going to tell you nothing about these guys. At least Flas, at least Nico, at least he, you know, was put in tough, got knocked out, lost one, came back, and now they're telling me he's on a tear, right? This guy, you haven't tested him at all. It's better to find out now than find out later. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe he can build off of it now if he gets it early. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let me know below. What do you think? What do you think about this guy as a prospect? You think he's a good prospect? You think he's overrated? Do you think he has flaws? Did you see any flaws in this fight that I just showed you? Let me know in the comments down below. And I'll see you in the next video when I'm out. Peace.